Americans are increasingly looking ahead to next year's high-stakes midterm elections amid all the current drama that's playing out in Washington. And one of the top articles right now on thehill.com is the 5 Senate seats that are most likely to flip. Here to discuss that and the midterm landscape is senior staff writer for thehill.com, Alex Bolton. Alex, happy Monday to you. Not even halfway through 2025 and things are already heating up for midterms next year. Before we get into specifics, what's at stake here for both of these parties?
Well, really what it comes down to is control of the Senate. And that's critical for President Trump because he wants to appoint judges to the various judicial vacancies around the country. Right now, we're seeing a real tussle between the Trump administration and the courts over his agenda, whether he has the power to impose tariffs on countries like France, Germany, Japan, et cetera. Also filling his, if there are resignations in his cabinet or to fill other executive branch positions, you need control of the Senate. And of course, to pass legislation, you need control of the Senate. So it's going to be a tough battle. Right now, Republicans have a pretty comfortable majority, 53 seats. So I think it's right now they are favored to keep their majority. In the House, Democrats have a better chance of flipping the chamber, but the Senate's especially critical to confirm judicial nominees and executive branch nominees.
Yeah, consequential elections, no doubt about it. Okay, so let's start with Georgia. Republicans didn't expect a wide open race against Democratic Senator Jon Ossoff there.
Well, they were trying to get Brian Kemp, the governor, to run for that seat. He was their top recruit, and they've been working on him for years, really, to challenge Jon Ossoff, the freshman Democrat. That's not happening. That leaves it kind of wide open in the primary. Buddy Carter, Republican, he's in the race. Mike Collins, another Republican rep, is a possibility of jumping in the race. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Republican firebrand in the House, she was looking at it, and the polls showed that she probably would have won a primary, but Senate Republicans were worried that she would not be a good general election candidate. So she is out. There's also some talk maybe that Doug Collins, the Secretary of Veterans Affairs, maybe he jumps in the race. But right now, it looks like it's going to be between Buddy Carter and Mike Collins if there is a primary, 2 Republican reps from Georgia.
And then let's head to North Carolina now. How tough a fight could North Carolina GOP Senator Thom Tillis be facing next year?
Well, I think that really depends on whether Roy Cooper, the former Democratic governor, who was popular and would be a formidable candidate, jumps in the race. Now, Roy Cooper, just like Brian Kemp was in Georgia, Roy Cooper is the Democrats' top recruit for that seat. And right now, we don't know whether he's going to get in or not. I mean, he's, in his 60s. The Democrats have to sell him that's on the prospect of serving in the Senate. They may not be in the majority. They may still be in the minority. So I think it's a tough sell. Other than him, you have Rep. Wiley Nickel, Democratic rep from North Carolina. He is a possibility as the Democratic nominee if Cooper does not jump in.
And then let's talk New Hampshire and Maine as well. Those are 2 states where Democrats' chances appear to be very different.
Well, Maine, of course, is where Susan Collins, the longtime Republican senator, has served, and she's been very tough to beat, even though it is a reliably Democratic state in presidential elections. Joe Biden won Maine, Kamala Harris won Maine. Nevertheless, Collins is very tough to beat. She is an extremely hard worker. She meets constantly with constituents in her state. In 2020, the Democrats vastly outspent Collins. They had state rep Sarah Gideon run against her. It looked like Gideon was going to win that race, and then Collins just came from behind and won it in the end. So the top Democratic candidates, potential candidates in Maine, are kind of shying away. Janet Mills, the governor, is not going to run, or she hasn't said whether she's going to run or not, but she doesn't seem inclined to. Maybe she might change her mind. Maybe they can, convince her to jump in. Now, New Hampshire is another state, I think, where, of course, Biden won New Hampshire. Yeah. Harris, New Hampshire, is a Democratic state. Democrats have a solid candidate, Rep. Chris Pappas, so I think they feel confident about their chances of holding onto that seat. It's opened up by Senator Jeanne Shaheen retiring.
Yeah. And then also fireworks in Michigan, Senate race as well, but got to end it there for right now. And we know how quickly things can change in politics and elections. Alex Bolton, thank you so much for your time on a Monday morning. Do appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.